is probably the most famous part of Hanoverton as far as ghost stories go?
For us, it was Christina Sloan, the Witch of Hanoverton. That's what drew us here. We went on the tours that they offered for that story, but then we found they had so many other ones also. But yeah, Christina Sloan is what drew us here originally.
Can you tell us about the Christina Sloan story, the legend?
It would seem that there was a woman who lived here. She was young and pretty. Her name was Christina Sloan. She became the object of love for their local pastor in the area. And unfortunately, she was not interested in him. And this was very upsetting for him. So one night, about midnight, he shows up at her house and they accuse her of being a witch. She's dragged out in the middle of the night and hanged. But before she's hanged, she says that there will come a day when she will rise from the grave. And in that time, she will destroy Hanoverton and all of the ancestors of those who were there, right there, hanging her on that night. So the town took her very seriously, and at that point, after she was buried, her grave was surrounded by chains, and the chains had little talisman on them. And so, of course, I'm sure there's some other, historical thing to it, but when we got up there, there's these talismans. Yeah. It was so awesome. Yeah. And according to the legend, when the last chain falls to the ground, that's when our Christina Sloan will be able to rise from the grave and take her vengeance on Hanoverton.
Yeah. Yeah, have you been up there recently to see if there's anything left?
I have not. I'm going to say it's been about 5 years since I've been up here, so I don't know if there's any left or not. When we were here before, there was only one.
Yeah. When have you investigated then in Hanoverton?
Every single, all of them, and this one too. Yes,
yeah.
Yes. Now, when we first came here, they had we did a tour with them, and they had a little girl that dressed up in this really dark outfit and had white or red eyes, and she would pop up every once in a while during the tour, and it was really awesome. It just really enhanced the tour and made it more spooky at Halloween. And we came back later after the tour was over, and we're up there and we're doing an investigation, and we saw her go from one stone to another, and it was late, and we thought, wow, we know she's just a little girl, what's she doing up here by herself? And of course it wasn't her. So we spent probably an hour trying to, we went all around looking for whoever might have been up there at the time. Initially we were looking for her, and then we never did find anybody. So we went back a couple of times after that, hoping to have that happen again, where we watched someone walk from one stone to another, but we never caught that again.
What cemetery are we in now?
Groveville Cemetery.
There are some stories here.
Yes.
Tell me some.
So one night, about midnight, he shows up at her house and they accuse her of being a witch. She's dragged out in the middle of the night and hanged. But before she's hanged, she says that there will come a day when she will rise from the grave.
This is supposedly her grave.
When a person does that, then they do, I think, invite spiritual presences that they probably don't have the tools to handle.
Ooh, what was that?